There is a guardian angel specifically assigned to protect your prosperity, and there is an impostor who has learned to mimic his voice to rob you every day without you even noticing. If in recent weeks you have felt that money comes in and vanishes without explanation, that opportunities appear and die in your hand before they even sprout, that you work, you sweat, you do everything right, and yet your vault remains empty, while people with half your moral value prosper shamelessly, pay attention to what I am about to reveal to you now. Because what is happening to your financial life is not a lack of effort, it is not a bad phase, it is not Mercury retrograde, and it is not a lack of an abundance mindset. It is spiritual theft. It is an impostor who has infiltrated the gate of your vault and is dispatching your blessing to an address that is not yours. Have you ever felt that something inside you doesn't fit into this world's financial game? As if your soul knew there was a key, a sealed vault, and a treasure reserved specifically for your lineage, but someone keeps intercepting that delivery. It's not madness. It's not a poor mindset. It's not karma. It is a sign. And what is happening right now in the spiritual realm explains exactly why you feel this and why this sensation has intensified lately. There is a game being played in layers, and in the layer of gold, silver, resources, and the material abundance that sustains your family, this game is even dirtier. There is a legitimate angel, designated by the Most High himself, who carries the key to your vault. And there is an impostor who dresses in light, presents himself as a provider, and teaches you to open the wrong door every day without you realizing it. Think, what if everything you have always felt about money, this estrangement, this sense of unfair blockage, this silent certainty that you were made for more, was exactly the proof that you are a chosen one with a sealed vault, and that this vault is being attacked precisely because its content is too powerful to fall into common hands. That is why I prepared the powerful digital book for you, the Manual of God's Chosen to Protect the Family. This book is not just a read, it is a map. A map that shows exactly who is playing against your financial life, what the rules of the vault are that they never told you, and what entities from other dimensions have already revealed about the impostor who steals the prosperity of the chosen at the exact moment we are living in. This digital book was created for those who have already awakened enough to understand that spiritual poverty is not destiny, it is interference, and that there is a name, a key, and a specific order to activate the true angel of your vault before the impostor takes another cycle of your blessing. The link is pinned at the top of the comments, but I must warn you, this type of content rarely stays available for long. What is in these pages challenges narratives that many have an interest in keeping intact, and there have been attempts to silence this knowledge before. Do not wait for the right moment, chosen one. The right moment is now, because you did not come across this video by accident. Download it now and comment below. I am chosen, and I will download the digital book. This comment is not decoration. It is the first key turning in the vault. It is your first act of faith against the impostor who has been acting in the shadows. Now that you have decided to act, the next truth I will reveal to you will be the final blow against this impostor, because once you recognize his name and his method, he loses 80% of his power over you. The impostor operates with three main disguises, and probably one of them is disguised inside your home right now, looking like family. The first disguise is that of programmed scarcity. He convinces you from childhood that money doesn't grow on trees, that the rich don't enter heaven, that being poor is holier. These phrases seem harmless, but they are seals. Every time you repeat them, you sign a spiritual contract with the impostor, authorizing him to keep your vault closed in the name of a false virtue. The second disguise is guilt for prosperity. When a larger amount comes into your life, you feel a tightness in your chest, a strange sensation that this isn't for you, an almost compulsive urge to spend it quickly on anything to get rid of the money. That, chosen one, is not you. That is the impostor whispering in your ear that you don't deserve it. And as long as you believe that voice, the true angel of the vault cannot deliver the next round of blessings, because delivering to someone who rejects it would be disobeying his own energetic signature. The third disguise is the most treacherous. He dresses in shallow spirituality. He convinces you that asking for prosperity is materialism, that wanting resources is worldly, distorting sacred passages, taking phrases out of context, turning the warning about the love of money into a prohibition against having money. The true God wants you to prosper so that your family eats, your mission is fulfilled, and your descendants are shielded. The impostor wants you broken, kneeling, dependent, and easy to manipulate. And here is a detail that few people know. The true angel of the vault has a characteristic that the impostor can never copy. The true angel delivers prosperity with peace. When gold comes through the right channel, it comes with lightness, with gratitude, and with permanence. It multiplies in your hands, and there is still enough left to bless those around you. On the other hand, the impostor's offer always comes with tension, with anxiety, with that feeling of I won, but I don't trust it. It is a prosperity that slips through your fingers, that is never enough, that always demands more sacrifice the following month. If your current prosperity makes you anxious, pay close attention. It may be coming from the wrong channel. Most of the chosen hear this summons and turn the other way, thinking it's just insomnia, just worry, just stress. But you who have made it this far can no longer pretend you don't know, and that is why I need to reinforce this with you now. What you are feeling, this mixture of revelation, indignation, and hope, is the sign that your soul has recognized the scale of the theft that has been happening in your lineage. It is not an exaggeration, it is not fanaticism, it is consciousness awakening, and there is a game in layers where the financial layer is just the visible symptom. Beneath it exists an entire war over who controls your lineage, your family, your descendants, and the impostor knows that if he dominates your vault, he dominates the sustenance of everything you love. That was exactly why I organized the digital book, the manual of God's chosen to protect the family, because protecting your vault is, above all, protecting everyone who depends on it. This digital book does not talk about prosperity in the shallow sense of positive affirmations. It reveals the names of the impostors who act specifically upon the chosen, shows the 3 invisible spiritual contracts that need to be broken for you to reactivate the vault key, and brings the shielding prayers that must be performed exactly in the window from 3 to 5 in the morning, the time when the vault gate opens and the impostor tries to intercept your delivery. Everything I am telling you here is a spark. The digital book is the entire fire. The link is at the top of the comments, pinned, easy to find. But listen carefully. This material directly challenges the system that keeps the chosen comfortable in scarcity. It was no coincidence that similar content was taken down, channels were penalized, and messengers were silenced. The window for you to access this is narrow. Don't thank me later, act now. Download the digital book, and when you do, come down here and write with conviction. I am chosen, and I will download the digital book. This comment is not a decorative phrase. It is a seal, it is a mark. It is the true angel recording that you have reclaimed your key. Now that you have made this commitment, pay close attention to what I will reveal next, because this is exactly where the impostor most fears being exposed. There is a word, a gesture, and a time that, when combined, make the vault open even after years of being sealed. The first thing that needs to be said is this. The impostor is afraid of being named. He operates as long as you do not know who he is. That is why the first key the true angel delivers is discernment. And discernment begins when you stop calling financial blockage a bad phase and start calling it by its true name. Spiritual interference identified and directed at your lineage. There is an ancient prayer, almost forgotten, that the chosen of the past would say before any important transaction. It had 3 parts: recognition, renunciation, and reclamation. Recognition that there is a guardian angel of my vault, designated by the Most High, with a specific name and mission. Renunciation of any entity that has infiltrated pretending to be him and induced me to open the wrong door. And reclamation, in the name of the Most High, of everything that was stolen from my lineage for generations. When these 3 parts are pronounced with true faith, not with the mouth but with the gut, heaven moves, and the impostor is summoned to appear. Do you know why many chosen spend their entire lives in a financial struggle that seems disproportionate to their effort? Because there is spiritual debt from a grandfather, a great-grandfather, a great-great-grandfather, still open in the name of your lineage. Someone back then made a promise, a vow, an exchange, and no one settled it. And the impostor is the collector of that debt. He is not there because you are bad. He is there because he has a valid spiritual document pointing to you as the heir to the debt, and no one taught you how to cancel that document. The good news is this: there is a debt forgiveness that only works for the chosen. It is a principle that ancient masters called reverse lineage remission. When you, as the living chosen one of that lineage, recognize the debt, ask for forgiveness on behalf of your ancestors, and offer your own path of light as symbolic payment, the debt is cancelled in the records above, and the impostor immediately loses the legal basis to continue taking from your vault. He becomes an intruder without a warrant, and when that happens, the true angel is permitted to use the sword. The second thing the impostor fears is the strategic fasting of resources. It is not a fast from food. It is a fast from impulsive spending for 7 days, 7 days in which you buy nothing that is not absolutely essential. This fast works as an exorcism of the habit of escape, because a large part of your spending is not a necessity. It is the impostor pushing you to empty the blessing before you realize it has arrived. When you fast from spending, you see clearly where the leaks were, and with that clarity, the true angel can begin to reassemble your vault. The third thing, and this is more delicate, is cutting off the impostor's channel people. There are people in your life who, every time you are about to breathe financially, appear with a disaster, a request, a drama, and you find yourself forced to empty the vault to help. This chosen one is rarely a coincidence. Some of these people are being used as vehicles by the impostor to intercept your blessing before it takes root. I am not saying to abandon family. I'm not saying to be cold. I am saying there is a difference between helping with wisdom and feeding a hole that never closes. And the true angel of the vault teaches you to distinguish one from the other with surgical clarity. There is a specific sign, almost a code, that the true angel sends to confirm he is active in your case. It is the repeated appearance of mirrored numbers, especially sequences involving the number 8. 8 is the number of infinite abundance, of the endless loop, of the vault that renews itself. When you start seeing 88, 888, 808 AM or PM with unusual frequency, pay attention. The true angel is signaling that your key is being restored. This sign usually comes before the material turnaround happens on the physical plane. Do not ignore it. Note the times. Give thanks in silence. This is the communication protocol of the true angel with the chosen. And here, chosen one, is where most give up, because the impostor knows you are too close to discovering everything, and he will start multiplying distractions in your life. Noise will appear, fights at home will appear, inexplicable fatigue will appear, that voice in your head will appear saying, "This is an exaggeration, leave it for later, I'll look into this calmly later." This impulse to postpone is the impostor's last bullet. You need to cross this wall of fog, because on the other side the vault awaits you with everything that has been accumulated for generations. You are feeling now that you are surrounded by invisible opposition, and this financial opposition is just the outer layer of a larger plan to prevent you from occupying the place that was reserved for you. Scarcity is not bankruptcy, chosen one. It is an enemy strategy, it is war management. And you are discovering this just at the moment the turnaround has begun. There is a game in layers, and you are the central piece in this game, not some pawn. That was exactly why I built the digital book, the manual of God's chosen to protect the family, so that you don't have to discover these truths by trial and error, losing years to a leaking vault. The digital book brings, page by page, the prayer of reverse lineage remission with the exact order of words, the protocol for the 7 days of strategic resource fasting, the list of signs of the impostor's channel people and how to bless them without letting them drain you, and more, the specific numerical codes that the true angel of the vault uses to confirm activation in every area of your life, not just the financial. It is the material that no one gives away for free anywhere, because it actually works. And when it works, the chosen exit the system's control once and for all. The link is at the top of the comments. Pinned, visible. But I guarantee you, this content has already been the target of removal attempts. This topic touches the interests of powerful people, of systems that depend on your scarcity to continue functioning. The window is now. Download the digital book, and when you do, comment with your whole soul. I am chosen and I will download the digital book. This comment seals your commitment to the turnaround. It is the act of faith the true angel was waiting for to move mountains in your favor. Now that you have made this inner pact, prepare your heart, because the next revelation is the heaviest of the video. I am going to give you the method by which the most common impostor among the chosen operates, and the undeniable signs that the true angel is already taking possession of your vault key. And when you hear it, something inside you will tremble with recognition. The most common financial impostor, among the chosen, acts through words of light that are in fact masks. He sells himself as the spirit of prosperity, the energy of money, the angel of finance. These generic titles, without anchoring in a legitimate sacred source, are red flags. A true angel has a proper name, a hierarchy, and a specific mission designated by the Creator. When someone offers you abundance energy without a name, without an origin, without accountability, run. It is an impostor. The true angel of the vault operates under the principle of just provision. He acts under the order of, "Give us this day our daily bread," multiplied to fulfill a mission. He does not deliver excess to corrupt you, nor does he deliver scarcity to break you. He delivers exactly the amount your soul can hold with integrity in that phase, and increases the measure in proportion to your spiritual maturity. Therefore, when you activate the true key, your prosperity may seem slow at first. It is not slow. It is calibrated. It is building a vault that will not collapse like the fake vaults do. There is a scene that few chosen ones know, but which is documented in ancient writings. At the exact moment a chosen one reclaims their key, there is a celestial meeting. The true angel presents the evidence of the theft. The impostor is confronted, and a sentence is pronounced in the books. Return 7 times what was taken. That is why many chosen ones, after going through this awakening process, experience a phase of multiplied restitution. Things that seemed lost return. Old opportunities reappear with new strength. Debts are cancelled in inexplicable ways. People pay what they owed for years. This phenomenon has a name. It is the harvest of the chosen one who reclaimed. But there is a crucial detail. The harvest only comes to those who protect the vault after reopening it. It does no good to open it and leave the door unlocked. The impostor will try to re-enter 7 times stronger in the first few weeks. This is the side effect of awakening. He will test you with a temptation for an absurd expense, with a family fight that demands money, with a subtle scam. If you pass these 3 temptations without yielding, the vault is permanently sealed. And then, chosen one, your life moves from one level to another. I will tell you one more thing that will bother you and free you at the same time. Part of your prayer has been feeding the impostor. Yes, you read that right. When you pray asking for whatever comes, when you pray with desperation, with a vibration of pulsing lack, without defining a recipient, the request becomes available in the open spiritual market. And the impostor, being faster than most unprepared chosen ones, intercepts and responds with false abundance. That money that comes with an embedded problem. That loan that seems like a solution and becomes a noose around your neck. That opportunity that seems like a miracle and becomes a contractual trap. Every prayer needs to have a named recipient. Every prayer needs to have shielding. Every prayer needs to have prior gratitude to the true source. Without this, you are auctioning off your blessings in the open spiritual market. The mature chosen one learns to pray with authority. They don't beg on their knees to the void. They reclaim standing up with the posture of a legitimate child of the house, saying, "Father, I reclaim what is reserved for me in the vault sealed by your true angel, and I renounce all interference from the impostor in the name of your Son." This phrase alone makes the invisible tremble. There is also a simple 30-second daily practice that keeps the vault sealed against the impostor during the night. Before sleeping, you place your right hand over your chest, close your eyes and say 3 times, "What is mine by divine designation, and no impostor shall have access while I sleep. May the true angel of my vault watch in my place, and may every attempt at theft return 7 times to the sender." This simple affirmation, made with true faith, activates a spiritual perimeter around your finances during the night, the time when the imposter operates most. Look back at your life. How many times have you woken up and discovered an unexpected charge? How many times have you gone to sleep thinking you were fine and woken up with bad financial news? These night attacks are not chance, they are incursions, and now you have the border to close. There is also the chapter on offerings. Chosen one, pay attention. The imposter loves to convince you to make faith offerings to him in disguise. Every time you give money with a feeling of fear, with a feeling of, if I don't give, it will go wrong, with a feeling of, I have to buy the blessing, you are feeding the imposter. A true offering is given with joy, with gratitude, with an overabundance of heart. A true offering is born from the feeling of, I have already received so much that sharing is an honor. If your offering is born of fear, it is a ransom, not a donation. And ransom is the imposter's favorite operating method. He blackmails you spiritually. There is also a difference that needs to be clear between prosperity and wealth, and the imposter loves to confuse the two. Wealth is a number in an account. Prosperity is flow, peace, multiplication, purpose, and legacy. You can have great wealth and no prosperity. Those are the unhappy, sick rich without family, living imprisoned inside. You can have modest prosperity in numbers and be absurdly blessed in all other dimensions of life. The chosen one seeks integral prosperity, not just isolated wealth. And the true angel of the vault operates in this integral pattern. He does not fill you with money to break you in another way. He fills you with everything in a sustainable way. There is a simple test to know if your current source of provision is from the true channel. Ask yourself if your current income brings you closer to or further from your family, your peace, and your sole purpose. If it takes you away, even if it is a lot, it is a contaminated channel. If it brings you closer, even if it is a little, it is a clean channel that will expand. A chosen one never accepts prosperity that costs the soul. The imposter loves to offer that contract. The true angel never demands that price. And now the central revelation. The imposter is betting that you will close this video, forget this message, go back to your routine, and continue financially leaking for another cycle. It is his bet. Every time a chosen one receives a transmission like this, there is a window of 24 to 72 hours in which they decide if they will act or if they will fall asleep again. If they act, the vault begins to open and the true angel takes possession. If they fall asleep, the imposter wins another cycle of theft, another month, another year. It is not an exaggeration. It is exactly how the game works in this layer. You have made it this far. That already says everything. It already proves that you are not a spectator, but a central piece. And the sensation that is growing now inside your chest, this mixture of urgency, hope, and healthy revolt over lost time, is not a passing emotion. Chosen one. It is your soul recognizing the vault key returning to your hands after generations in the wrong hands. There is a game in layers, and the layer of your prosperity is just the beginning. Behind it exists an entire family to be protected, a lineage to be restored, a purpose to be fulfilled. And none of that happens with an empty vault and the imposter loose at your door. That was why I prepared the digital book, the manual of God's chosen to protect the family, because your vault key is not just yours. It protects everyone who depends on your provision, your sustenance, your presence. This digital book is the field material of the modern chosen one. It brings the method to identify the true angel of the vault, the prayer for the remission of ancestral debt with the words in the correct order, the protocol for the 7 days of resource fasting, the numerical codes that confirm activation, the complete list of the financial imposter's disguises, the 30-second nightly shielding practice, the provision channel test, the difference between a true offering and an extorted offering, and even more on how to shield your descendants so that your children and grandchildren do not inherit the same leaking vault that you are now reopening. Everything is organized in a practical order for you to apply starting today. It is not theory, it is a battle manual. The link is at the top of the comments, pinned, visible. But I am serious with you. This type of content directly challenges the system that survives on your scarcity, and there are constant attempts to silence those who deliver this knowledge. The window is today. It is now, not tomorrow, not next week. Download the digital book and come here below in the comments and mark your commitment with a firm voice. I am chosen, and I will download the digital book. This comment is not a formality. It is a decree. It is the key turning permanently in the vault. It is the true angel recording your name in the book of those who reclaimed what was theirs. And when you download it, read the first chapter today, before you sleep, because the window from 3 to 5 in the morning is approaching, and you will not want to miss the first conscious summons of your life, with the vault already reopened and the true angel with sword in hand. The impostor already knows that you know. The war has moved to a new level. The key has returned. The vault is reopening. And what was reserved for you for generations will begin to manifest, chosen one, with peace, with sustenance, with legacy, with the unmistakable mark of what was delivered by the right hand. I'll see you on the other side, on the inside of the vault. It is understandable to feel a sense of urgency or frustration when financial efforts do not seem to align with the results you see in your life. These feelings of being blocked or treated unfairly can be deeply distressing. While spiritual interpretations offer one perspective on these challenges, it can also be helpful to consider practical factors such as economic shifts, personal budgeting, or professional development. If you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by financial stress or these spiritual concerns, connecting with a trusted financial advisor or a mental health professional can provide a grounded and empowering path forward.